MTWS fans, we are here live in M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Our first time here, of course, since Thanksgiving 2023, and what a wild event that was, as the day has finally arrived. It is now time for the 2024 MTWS Runners-Up Cup. The 16 trucks that couldn't qualify for the 2024 championship next week are here today for one final event for them. But of course, that's not the only thing we have tonight, of course. So later on, in the middle between race and freestyle, we are going to have qualifying for the 2024 MTWS Championship. And then after the event's over tonight, we will reveal the bracket and get ready for the championship next week, February 1st. So tune in for that. But of course, right now, we got the Runners-Up Cup tonight. And we are looking forward to it, as we got a very interesting field and a pretty big track too here in Baltimore. Can't wait to see how it's going to go in this new version of M&T Bank Stadium. As of course we take a look at the race and track, which is going to look very similar to next week with the ramp a little bit different. But yes, it is still Vegas style racing, as they're going to come drive out through the stadium onto the track. And we've been doing a lot of practicing, and it's worked out really well, so can't wait to see what's going to happen out here. Alright, so now let's see the field for tonight. The 16 trucks that just fell short of the championship. Well, we start off, of course, with Crasher, who had some great moments this year, but just couldn't get it. In fact, I think it might have been just a little bit short of making a championship, but just couldn't get the job done, as it's once again here in the Runners-Up Cup. And then Bone Crusher, the first of several trucks who actually made the championship last year, but couldn't make it this time around, which is unfortunate because it was so close to the freestyle title. So, hoping to see how it does here after a year away in the Runners-Up Cup. And then we got another truck that was here in the championship last year, but not this time. It's back in the Runners-Up Cup, Damage Control, which is quite surprising because remember, it won racing for the first time ever in Salt Lake City a month ago, but that was not enough to save the season, as it's here once again in the Runners-Up Cup. And then Reckless Intent is here once again. Remember, it made it to the finals in New Orleans? Oh boy, that was wild. Can't wait to see what's got here and such. And then next up, Daisy Chain, who, remember, won the racing winner here last year's Runners-Up Cup. See if it can defend its title. And of course, it's had some incredible freestyles. You remember Syracuse last time out in Detroit as well, when it was runner-up. Oh boy, can't wait to see what's got. And then Topsy Turvy, back once again, as we'll see how it does after its pretty high scoring run last time we saw it in Glendale. And then Stinger, the truck who is here for the first time since I think 2014. I think it's been that long since Sting was in the Runners-Up Cup, because it made the championship like the last 3 years, I believe it did. And it's very upset that he couldn't make it back to the championship. I guess that's what happens when you don't have an Orlando on the schedule to win a guaranteed racing win. Can't wait to see what it does tonight. And then Night Stalker, back here as always. Just could never get anything going this season. Had a terrible racing record. It had struggles with freestyle. But hey, it won its first ever freestyle, remember, in Reno back in October. But that wasn't enough, as we'll see what's got here tonight. And then High Flying, once again, didn't make the championship. And remember, last year won the Runners-Up Cup freestyle win here last year. So it's trying to defend it. And remember, it made the finals last year here as well. So it almost doubled down. Well, let's see what's got here tonight, trying to defend his freestyle win. And then War Machine, another truck that made it here last year in the championship, but fell short this year and just couldn't make it back. As we'll see what's got out here tonight. And then Madness, another truck that fell just short of making the championship after having an incredible event in Detroit, but wasn't enough. As we'll see what's got here. Remember, it won racing here back in 2023. In 2022, its last racing win in like 13 years. Let's see if we can try and get it once again. And then Total Chaos, the truck that won the freestyle title in 2022 here as well. As once again, another year where it could make the championship, but fell short once again. And we'll see what's got tonight. And then Venom, who's had an incredible success the last few events in freestyle. It won freestyle, remember, in Daytona, and was runner-up for freestyle in Detroit. So maybe all of a sudden Venom's becoming a freestyle threat. We'll see what's got out here. And remember, it was the racing runner-up in 2022. And then the very surprising truck Crush and Run, the 2014 Racing Champion, is here in the Runners-Up Cup after a terrible season. This is only the second time ever a champion did not make the championship, just like Mad Dog did make in 2011. But this is the first time ever a champion is competing in the Runners-Up Cup. Cannot wait to see what's got here. It's going to be the heavy favorite in racing, but we saw how it struggled this year. Maybe it won't be as well, just like how Eruption wasn't as well last year. Of course, MTWS fans, as hard as being very unfortunate to say, but last month we lost someone very important to me and a lot of us. Britt Allcroft, the creator of the TV version of Thomas, and how fitting too. This year, 2025, marks the 80th anniversary of Thomas being brought to the world. Such an amazing series for all of us as kids. And as a huge fan, I couldn't let this go as a mention. So, of course, you might have noticed we only had 15 trucks in the field introduction. There's one truck missing. And that, of course, is Locomotion. And the reason why is, to commemorate Britt Allcroft's passing, I made a special paint for Locomotion, as it's going to drive it tonight for the Runners-Up Cup. In a commemorance of Thomas, please welcome Locomotion in the Runners-Up Cup, as it is pre-painted as the favorite #1 tank engine, Thomas! Look at Locomotion, repainted as Thomas, with specially created white smoke. Thank you, Adam, for helping out as well. As Locomotion is going to run this paint tonight as a tribute to Britt, and of course, the 80th anniversary of Thomas. And look at that logo, that Cyclone has almost went over right there. Oh boy, cannot wait for tonight to see this as well. This is for Britt. Go give it up for Locomotion as it debuts that new paint. And funny enough too, I don't think I really mentioned this before, but 10 years ago in 2015, I actually wanted to make a Thomas truck on MTM2 to celebrate the 70th anniversary. And I was going to use Locomotion as the base, but it never happened. And now, like 10 years later, because of Britt's death, I ended up doing it again. And I tried to make it as close to Thomas as possible. So give it up for tonight for Locomotion with its new paint for nights commemorating Thomas. And of course, we're now getting ready to go for qualifying. As the order for tonight, of course, it's going to be qualifying for the Runners-Up Cup. Then it'll be racing for the Runners-Up Cup. And then after racing, we are then going to get ready for the qualifying for the 2024 MTWS Championship, where all the trucks that are competing next week will come out here and do their qualifying passes. Then we'll get the freestyle for the Runners-Up Cup tonight, and then we'll wrap it up with the reveal of the bracket for the 2024 MTWS Championship racing as we get ready for February 1st. So, of course, it's now time to get ready for racing, as it's going to start off. Not racing, qualifying. As it's going to start off with Total Chaos going up against Damage Control. Then it'll be Reckless Intent going up against Crasher. Night Stalker versus Topsy Turvy. Predator versus Venom. Madness versus High Flying. Bone Crusher versus War Machine. Locomotion versus Daisy Chain. And then a huge matchup to wrap up qualifying, as it'll be Stinger going up against Crush and Run. Oh boy, cannot wait to see the last race, because that could be a #1 seed potentially on the line. Alright, MTWS fans, it's now time to get ready for qualifying. Alright, MTWS fans, it is time for qualifying. As of course, we are about to get underway here for qualifying in the Runners-Up Cup. Cannot wait to see who will be this time around, as we're going to start off with Total Chaos going up against Damage Control. And here we go! Straight out of Thunder Alley in M&T Bank Stadium as they come out onto the track. Ooh, hit the side of the hill there for Total Chaos. Here we go into the turn, but Total Chaos clip the turning car on 2 wheels and is going to go over! Total Chaos flip it over! That's going to be an easy to call DNF right there as Damage Control crosses over. Ugh! Not a good start there for Total Chaos, as it already got DNF, which is going to be last place unless someone else gets a DNF or worse, like a DNR or DNQ. Anyways, Damage Control got 12.9324. 12.9324 is the time to beat right now, as Damage Control is the #1 qualifying time. Alright, next up, Reckless Intent versus Crasher, and they are off! Coming onto the track. How these 2017 rookies do. Here we go into the turn. As Crasher went very wide. Oh, the Reckless Intent spun out. And it's going to be Crasher, but an ugly pass for both of them as Crasher's going to go up the hill. Ugh, not a really good pass for either one of them right there. Alright, but we wait on the times. As Crasher course 1 got 13.0753. Reckless Intent got 15.8682. There we go. Man, not really good results so far in racing. Oh boy. But we still got a lot of qualifying to go still. Alright, next up is Night Stalker going up against Topsy Turvy. Here we go. Flying out of Thunder Alley. Here we go into the turn. Once again, Topsy Turvy went very wide, ran over a turning car, and it's going to be Night Stalker with the victors. Again, going to go up the hill there for Topsy Turvy. But we wait on the times, as Night Stalker got a 12.8983. That's the new #1 qualifier, barely edging out Damage Control. And Topsy Turvy got 13.0366. So hey, right now they look like the best times. Topsy Turvy's third place. Night Stalker's #1 right now. Alright, next up, Predator versus Venom. And remember, Venom was the runner-up for the title, Runners-Up Cup back in 2022. Let's see what's got here. Here we go. Predator and Venom flying out onto the track. As into the turn they go. Really good turn right there for both until Predator hit the turning car. And it looks like it's going to be Predator. And oh, Venom in trouble. Venom almost started to go over there, but got the save. Alright, we wait on the times. Oh, how about that? Despite looking like Predator crossed first, Venom actually got the better time. As Venom got a 12.6702, your new #1 qualifier. As Predator got 12.7102. They are new #1 qualifiers, and it's by a massive landslide right now. Venom is #1 qualifier with half the qualifying still to go. Insane. Alright, next up. How about this? Next up is going to be Madness, who won the Runners-Up Cup Racing back in 2022, going up against the runner-up for the racing win last year in High Flying, who also, remember, won Freestyle. Is here we go. Madness and High Flying. A racing winner here 2 years ago, the runner-up from last year. Let's see how they do. Madness went very wide right there. And great turn there by High Flying as it's going to get the easy victory. As Madness, a little crab walk looking right there. And High Flying got a time of 12.4907, our new #1 qualifier. And it's a blowout right now. As Madness got 13.1603, near the bottom right now. Yikes. Not looking good for a former racing winner here. Alright, next up. Two trucks that were here that were in the championship last year, but this time got settled here in the Runners-Up Cup. Bone Crusher and War Machine is here we go. Let's see how they do here. And here we go. War Machine going very wide. What a turn there by Bone Crusher. Oh, spun out, slow down a little bit. War Machine went up the turning car as Bone Crusher's going to get the victory. Oh, 2 wheels. Nice save there at the end. Ugh, not a good pass for both of them, honestly. Bone Crusher got 12.8188, which actually puts it, I think, 4th place right now, so that's actually not bad. But War Machine, yikes, 13.2136. Not good. Alright, next up, Locomotion under the Thomas paint, going up against the winner of the Runners-Up Cup Racing last year, Daisy Chain. Let's see what they got. And here we go, out of Thunder Alley, as here they come, Locomotion, Daisy Chain. Here we go into the turn. Oh boy, maybe it'll be a close race. Here we go to the final jump. They are close, but it's going to be Daisy Chain in the end. Oh, in trouble there, Locomotion. Stay there. Don't flip over too early. Want to keep that body in good shape for freestyle for Britt. Anyways, Daisy Chain got a 12.6041. That's 2nd place right now. And Locomotion got 12.6915. That's 4th place right now. How about that? Great race for both of them, but High Flying is still #1. And now the wrap-up qualifying with our final matchup, and probably the biggest match possible of the night. 2 of the best racers, although Madness, I think, has the most racing wins. Madness has the 2nd most racing wins here besides this one truck. First up, Stinger. 2 racing wins on his belt, both in Orlando in the last 2 years. Going up against the 2014 racing champion, Crush and Run, who's disciplined about being here, but hey, has a huge advantage over everyone else, being a former racing champion. And here we go. Stinger and Crush and Run flying out of Thunder Alley. Both trying to take down High Flying's number 1 time. Here we go. The end of the turn. Oh, Stinger clipped the turning car right there. Easy turn there for Crush and Run, as it's going to easily get the victory. I mean, I was surprised it is a former racing champion we're talking about. All right. Now we look at the times. Crush and Run got a 12.4774 engine out. High Flying, it's the new number 1 qualifier. And Stinger got a 13.2012. To absolutely no one's surprise, Crush and Run is your number 1 qualifier here in the Runners-Up Cup. Gee, a former racing champion doing good here with no competition, really? Yeah, no surprise. I predicted it. Anthony predicted it. I'm sure others predicted it. It was easy choice to make. Just like Eruption last year, but we saw how well that went. So, Crush and Run is the number 1 qualifier here in the 2024 MTWS Runners-Up Cup. Alright. So now, it's time to take a look at the bracket. How will racing go tonight? As here we go. Here is the bracket for the Runners-Up Cup tonight. As we're going to start off with Crush and Run going up against Total Chaos. I feel bad for Total Chaos. It hasn't even done a full pass yet. It's got to go up against a former racing champion. Then it'll be Night Stalker going up against Damage Control. Which, hey, could be a tough challenge maybe for Crush and Run later. Because Damage Control, remember, won racing in Salt Lake City. Locomotion versus Madness. That'll be very interesting. Venom versus Stinger. And then the other side will be Daisy Chain, our winner from last year, going up against War Machine. Predator versus Crasher. Bone Crusher versus Topsy Turvy. And wrap up with High Flying going up against Reckless Intent. So we can have our rematch. If funny enough, we have the potential to have our 2020. We have the potential to have our 2022 rematch in round 2 on the one side of the bracket. On the other side, we can have our 2023 matchup in the semifinals. That's insane. But we got a lot of trucks to look out for. Crush and Run, maybe Damage Control, Locomotion, Madness, Venom, Stinger, Daisy Chain, and High Flying. I cannot wait. Alright, MTWS fans, let's get ready for round 1 racing. Alright, MTWS fans, it is now time for racing. As we are going to start off with Crush and Run going up against Total Chaos. Man, feel bad for Total Chaos. It didn't even finish its first pass on this track, and it's got to go up against a former racing champion. But that's what happens when you flip and all that. So here we go. Time to begin the Runners-Up Cup racing. Crush and Run versus Total Chaos, and they're off! Coming onto the track now. As getting close to the wall there, Crush and Run. Here we go into the turn. Total Chaos is going very wide. Crush and Run went really sharp. Oh, it hit the hill right there. Oh, it's a close race, but it's going to be Crush and Run in the end. Oh boy, that was getting a little close right there for Crush and Run. Probably should start being a little bit more careful going to the turn right there. As, oh boy, it almost started to look like it cracked a little bit. Because remember what happened with Eruption last year. Alright, next up is Night Stalker going up against Damage Control. Whoever wins will face Crush and Run. And here we go. Coming onto the track. Let's see what they got as going into the turn. Night Stalker went very wide. Very slow turn in for Damage Control, but it's going to be Damage Control with the victory. Alright, Damage Control moving on. We'll face Crush and Run. And now for an interesting matchup. Locomotion, and it's Thomas Paine going up against the 2022 Runners-Up Cup racing winner, Madness. As here we go. Coming out onto the track. Oh boy, here we go to the turn. As they are right there, both trucks. Oh, this could be a close race, but it's going to be Madness in the end. I thought it was going to be a lot closer than it looked, because they were like right there when they went to the turns. So Locomotion's night's done in racing, as Madness is going to move on to try and win the thing again from 2 years ago. And speaking of which, next up is going to be Venom, the runner-up back from 2022, going up against Stinger, probably the second best racer out here. As here we go, Venom and Stinger. If Venom wins, we'll have a rematch of 2022. Here we go to the final turn. As what a turn by both trucks. But it's going to be Stinger with the victory. Stinger is going to get it. There will be no rematch from 2022 as Stinger is going to move on to round 2. What a race that was. Alright, so now we are halfway through round 1. Next up is Daisy Chain, the winner from last year, going up against War Machine. And here we go. Flying out onto the track from Thunder Alley. War Machine clipped the hill right there. That could be a problem. Oh boy. And they're both having struggles with the turn. Both did not have a good turn. But it's going to be Daisy Chain with the victory. Ooh, War Machine did not have a good landing there coming down. Kind of an ugly race, but Daisy Chain is going to get to defend its title at the moment. As we move on to the next match. And it's going to be Predator going up against Crasher. The only founding truck not in the championship is Predator. Let's see what's got. Here we go into the turn. They are very close. Oh boy, I think Crasher spun up a little bit. Here we go. It's a close race, but it's going to be Predator in the end. Predator just got in a very close race right there. As Predator won its only third race of 2024, pretty much. Remember, it got its 2 wins from this season in Kansas City. It won another race again. Alright, next up. Bone Crusher going up against Topsy Turvy. And they are off. Let's see what they got. Here we go into the turn as Topsy Turvy went very wide. And here we go, a close race. Oh, it was just barely. It was total. Topsy Turvy just barely got that. Oh my goodness, that was a close race right there. Topsy Turvy barely got it. Oh man, with a time of 12.6505 to Bone Crusher's 12.708. Now that was a close race. As Topsy Turvy is moving on to round 2. And now our last race. High Flying going up against Reckless Intent to wrap up round 1. And here we go. Here we go into the turn coming up Thunder Alley. Here we go. As Reckless Intent went very wide, but High Flying spun out. And it's going to be Reckless Intent with the upset. Oh my goodness. High Flying spun out into the turn. And it's going to go one and done after falling just short of winning racing here last year. As its night is done in racing. But hey, it can defend its win from freestyle last year now. And with that, round 1 is now in the books. As we take a look at the bracket for round 2. As it's going to start off with Crush and Run going up against Damage Control. Then it will be Madness going up against Stinger. Then Daisy Chain versus Predator. And finally wrapping up with Topsy Turvy going up against Reckless Intent. Alright, now they continue on with racing. Alright, MTWS fans, it's now time for round 2. As we're starting off with Crush and Run going up against Damage Control. As here we go. Who will move on to the semifinals? As here we go. Damage Control went very wide. And it will be Crush and Run with the victory. Damage Control tried to put in the effort, but just couldn't quite do it. Alright, Crush and Run's now in the semifinals. As next up is going to be Madness versus Stinger. And they are off. 2 of the most winningest trucks in racing here in this event besides Crush and Run. Is here we see what they got in the turn. What a sharp turn by both of them. Oh, Madness went up the turn car right there, and it will be Stinger. Stinger is going to get the victory, preventing Madness from trying to get the win from 2 years ago. Alright, so one side is now figured out. Now for the other side. As it's going to be Daisy Chain going up against Predator. We saw the 2022 winner. Now we're about to see the defending winner from last year. Daisy Chain going to go at it. Did Predator hit the wall coming out of Thunder Alley? I think it did. That was really close. Oh boy. Oh, this is going to be a close race. Looks like they both run a returning car. And it will be Daisy Chain in the end. Oh my goodness. That was close. I really think Predator might have hit the wall coming into Thunder Alley. Ooh, that's not good. That could have really damaged the truck if it did hit the wall. But Daisy Chain is going to move on to the semifinals. Still surviving. As it's now going to face either Topsy Turvy or Reckless Intent. As here we go. As now going to go line up into the turn. Here we go. Good turn by both. It's a close one, but it's going to be Topsy Turvy in the end. Topsy Turvy is going to move on to the semifinals now. What a race that was. Alright, and with that, it's now time to take a look at the bracket for the semifinals. We're down to our final 4 trucks. On the one side, we have Crush and Run versus Stinger, the big matchup of the night. And then on the other side, it will be Daisy Chain versus Topsy Turvy. We are down to our final 4 trucks of racing for the Runners-Up Cup. So now let's get to the semifinals. Alright, it's now time for the finals. Not the finals, the semifinals. And a huge matchup, probably the biggest matchup in terms of the skill of the trucks coming up. Crush and Run, the former racing champion, going up against Stinger, who probably is the second best racer in this bracket. And they're going to face once again. We saw them in qualifying. Now they're going to face once again. As here we go. First match of the semifinals. Coming out on Thunder Alley. Onto the track. Here we go. Into the turn. Going very wide here. But oh, Stinger a little bit of trouble right there. And it's going to be Crush and Run in the end. A very close race that was. But Crush and Run is held on. And to no one's surprise, it is in the finals. Although had to work really hard to get there though. But now it's time for the next matchup. The final one. Daisy Chain versus Topsy Turvy. And here we go! Flying out onto the track. Here we go to the final turn. Oh boy, could this be a close one? And here we go. It is going to be Daisy Chain again. Daisy Chain wins racing. Beats Topsy Turvy. And is in the finals. How about that? This could be the first time in the MTWS Runners-Up Cup history where a truck that won the Runners-Up Cup before is about to try and consecutively defend it. Never has this happened before, I don't think. And the finals is now set. Crush and Run versus Daisy Chain. As we now get ready for the finals. Alright, MTWS fans, it's now come down to this. The finals for the 2024 MTWS Runners-Up Cup. As they are at the line, getting ready to go. What a wild finals this has become. As we are getting ready to go for the 6th annual Runners-Up Cup. And I just looked it up too. Daisy Chain is indeed the very first truck to make it back to the finals for the Runners-Up Cup in consecutive years. In fact, if I remember correctly when I looked it up, I think Daisy Chain is the only one that's been to the finals twice now. So yeah, we are now getting ready to go for the finals, but of course, we have to introduce our competitors. So, representing the lane closer to us, a truck that was very disappointed not to make the championship. It is one of only 2 champions to have never made the championship, and is the only champion that's competing in the Runners-Up Cup. Had a terrible year, but it showed all night why it was going to have an easy time making here, as it was the number 1 qualifier. It beat Total Chaos in round 1, beat Damage Control in round 2, and then beat Stinger in the semifinals, trying to win the Runners-Up Cup racing. Here is the 2014 MTWS Racing Champion, Crush and Run. And then in the lane farthest away from us, our third fastest qualifier, the truck who just won this event last year when it beat High Flying in the finals, trying to make history after being the first truck to make consecutive appearances in the finals, trying to become the first truck to ever win 2 consecutive Runners-Up Cup racing wins. It beat War Machine in round 1, it beat Predator in round 2, and then it beat Topsy Turvy in the semifinals. Getting ready to go for the finals. Give it up for Daisy Chain! Alright, MTWS fans, the moment is now underway. We are ready for the finals of the Runners-Up Cup. Who will it be? Will it be Crush and Run, the former racing champion, who's been doing so good all night, looking to get a racing win after a long time to wrap up this moment of shame of not making a championship? Or will Daisy Chain pull off the upset and become the first ever truck to win consecutive Runners-Up Cup racing wins? We're about to find out. As here we go for the finals. Crush and Run versus Daisy Chain. And they are off! Here we go. Flying out of Thunder Alley. Oh, what a race this will be. Here we go. Into the turn. They both went very wide. Daisy Chain's going to hit the turning card here. Here we go for the final jump. And it's a photo finish as Daisy Chain's on two wheels. Oh, what a save that was for Daisy Chain. But we don't know who won yet. It was so close. It's a photo finish. Oh my goodness. As we are waiting for the picture to come in. Oh my gosh. What a race that was. Oh boy. As here we go. The picture is now in. Who won the Runners-Up Cup? And here we go. Oh my goodness. It's Daisy Chain. Daisy Chain in an upset. In a photo finish upset. Has done it. Has made history by that close margin. It is your 2024 MTWS Runners-Up Cup Racing winner for the second year in a row. And there goes Daisy Chain celebrating. What a huge victory this is. Only its second ever racing win. Both times were in the Runners-Up Cup. It beat High Flying last year. And it had to do it once again, this time beating a former racing champion. And it did it! Daisy Chain is the 2024 MTWS Runners-Up Cup Racing winner. Oh, what a race that was. It is celebrating. This might even be more impressive. Actually, yeah, this is definitely more impressive for Daisy Chain than last year. Because it had to beat a former racing champion in a photo finish. What a race that was. And it made history. Consecutive Runners-Up Cup wins. Unbelievable. 2012, it was Blood Rage. 2014 was Flying Falcon. 2015 was Shatter or Destroy, I think, one of those two. 2022 was Madness. 2023 and now 2024, both Daisy Chain. What an impressive accomplishment. This definitely feels good for Daisy Chain. Even though it didn't make the championship, this is a good consolation prize. One of the biggest wins it's ever had. Winning it once again by beating a former racing champion in a photo finish too. Insane. As it parks on top of the track. Give it up for your 2024 MTWS Runners-Up Cup Racing winner, Daisy Chain, making history as the first truck to win it consecutive years. Unbelievable. What a night it's been so far for the Runners-Up Cup. But we are not done yet, fans, as we still got freestyle to go too, remember. I hit the wrong thing. But of course, before we get to freestyle, we have one thing left to do in between before we get to freestyle. And that, of course, is qualifying for the 2024 MTWS Championship Racing, which is now underway. MTWS fans, we are back as we are now getting ready. Before we get to freestyle for the Runners-Up Cup, we have one thing to do, and that is qualifying for the 2024 MTWS Championship, where each truck that's competing next week will have one pass, and whoever at the end of qualifying, and then later on tonight after freestyle, we will find out the bracket for the 2024 MTWS Championship. So, who will be the number one qualifier this year? Now, of course, would anyone want to be the number one qualifier? Because remember, fans, there is a curse with the number one qualifier. It's either they go one and done in racing, or they go on to win the racing title. And that's been the case every year except 3 times. Of course, Eruption in 2014. I think Nitro in 2020, and then Outlaw last year. Although Nitro was almost got by a photo finish, Outlaw made it to the semifinals last year. So lately the curse hasn't been as strong, but that curse has been around forever, and we'll see what happens this year. So of course, 2009 number one qualifier was Thunderbolt. 2010 was Nitro. 2011 was Blood Rage, I believe. 2012 was Eruption. 2014 was Eruption. 2015 Outlaw. 2020 Nitro. 2022, Nitro in 2023, Outlaw. So that means it's been either Eruption, Nitro, or Outlaw since 2012. Oh my god, I just realized that. It's not been anyone different between those three trucks. Oh my goodness, that's insane. Would Outlaw become the tie Nitro for the most #1 qualifiers with 3? Would Nitro increase its lead? Or will Eruption tie Nitro potentially? Or will someone else get it? We're about to find out. So, of course, as we get ready, we're going to get now to the order for qualifying. First up is going to be Flying Falcon. And then it's going to be Prowler. Then it'll be Ye Plunder for the first, elite racer we'll see to take it on. Still can't believe I have to say that Ye Plunder's an elite racer all of a sudden. Then it'll be Eruption. Then Bling. Then Crazy. Then Blood Rage. Then Outrage. Then Fireball. And then in the middle of the pack will be Crazy Bull, the defending racing champion, trying to get a good spot to defend its title. Then Shatter, the hometown truck. Then Crusher. Then Impala. Then Power Forward. Then the Monster Razor. Then Destroyer. And then Mad Dog. And then we got a gauntlet coming up near the end, as next up would be Mad Dog. Then Wild Ride. Then Thunderbolt. Then Patriot. Then Outlaw. And then Nitro, before wrapping up with Shadowrun. How about that? We're going to have 6 elite trucks in a row near the end going after it. And then we're just going to have Shadowrun, who's not that really good of a racer. What a crazy way to wrap that up. Alright. So, we are getting ready to go. Flying Falcon is ready. As we now go to the track. And here we go. Here comes Flying Falcon for qualifying. As it comes out on the track, hits the side of the hill there. Oh, a little wobbly. Cutting it really sharp right there. Here we go for the final jump. And there we go. As we now wait for the times for Flying Falcon. First one out, so of course it's going to be #1 qualifier by default, but we'll see how long it lasts. Alright, so the time is in. Flying Falcon got a time of 12.8722, which honestly, that's not too bad compared to the Runners-Up Cup, but with all the elites out here, that's probably going to be crap, especially with the screw-up. But I think it did not that bad for itself, despite that screw-up earlier. Alright, so next up is going to be Prowler. Prowler, of course, remember, had that streak in Las Vegas and Kansas City in the middle of November, where it won back-to-back races and had a 9-0 racing record, which is going to be up there as one of the best in MTWS history. Of course, can't think of what other record consecutive wins in MTWS would be. And pretty much got to the championship because of that record. Alright, 12.8722 is the time to beat from Flying Falcon. Alright. And we are now off as here goes Prowler. Let's see what's got. Oh, it went really wide in the turn. That's not good. Not good for Prowler. Gonna go over those cars. And there we go. Not a good time there for Prowler. Not a good time whatsoever. As we wait. As it is a 13.2757 for Prowler. Very bad pass. It just went too wide into the turn, and that cost it. Alright. Now the pressure's going to be on for the first truck coming up. The first elite racer, which I still find hard to believe to say, is it's going to be Ye Plunder. What a year Ye Plunder has had. The freaking not so good in racing, and then here it is just casually winning races every single week throughout the year. Remember, it had at one point for most of the season, Ye Plunder did have the best racing record in the league. It has fallen off in December. Remember, it went 2-4 in December, so quite a big drop off compared to the rest of the year. But man, most of the year it cooked. And we're about to see what's got in a moment, as it's still getting ready to go. Will Eruption continue? Not Eruption. Ye Plunder continue its unbelievable streak? Or this last month in December, was that more like coming back to reality? I guess we're about to find out. As here comes Ye Plunder flying onto the track. Let's see what's got. Gonna go into the turn. Oh, it's gonna spin it out! Oh, Ye Plunder Plunder spun out. Oh, that's a terrible pass right there. And then when it tries to shift forward, it won't shift into drive. Oh, the pressure was terrible there for Ye Plunder. Horrible time. No idea what happened. It looked like it went to the turn perfectly, but then just completely spun out. And then, of course, when you want to go forward, what does it do? Oh, I'm going to stay in neutral or whatever. Just won't go forward when it needs to instant go forward. So, terrible, terrible pass for Ye Plunder. And the times are now in, as it is a 16.5827 for Ye Plunder. I don't know why I keep wanting to say Eruption. Terrible time, as it is now last place. Oof, that is not good at all. Alright, so next up is going to be Eruption, the truck I keep trying to accidentally say. Eruption, of course, was the #1 qualifier in 2012 and 2014. It was the first ever truck to get a consecutive #1 qualifier like it did in 2012 and 2014. And it was the first truck to break the curse of the Runners-Up Cup, #1 qualifier. Where in 2014, #1 qualifier, it won its round 2 race, but then it lost its quarterfinals match in a photo finish, I believe. So its streak ended right then and there. I mean, it broke the curse. We'll see how it does here. Remember, Eruption did not compete here last year. It was in the Runners-Up Cup. And it did not have a good racing record this year either. It had a losing record once again. But its freestyle mark was just enough for it to get by this year, to make it. Alright, Eruption is ready. And here we go. Here comes Eruption on the track. A lot of pressure for these elites. And Eruption is also not going to have a good turn right there. Terrible pass right there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Still in trouble and going to flip it over right there. Tried to drive out of it. And if anything too, as it flipped into the protective area, it did run over the turning car, like completely like cutting the turn. So that would be a penalty also for Eruption. Oh man. Not good for Eruption. Man, the elites so far are just having bad passes. It feels like, what was it, I think 2022 when the elites were just struggling in qualifying? Ugh, horrible pass. So anyways, Eruption has an 18.3306. That is last place right now. Wow. The two elites we have out here, and they are freaking last place right now. Not good. Alright. So next up is going to be Bling, which will take a little bit as we got to clear up Eruption. Check out something. We're already we are 1/6 of the way through qualifying. And Flying Falcon, first truck out, is still #1 qualifier, 12.8722. No one's come close yet. And remember, MTWS fans, the top 8 qualifiers will go immediately into round 2. So right now, everyone for the first 8 trucks are guaranteed into round 2 for right now. But later on when trucks come out, that's probably not going to be the case, especially for like Eruption, Ye Plunder. Man, I was thinking they were going to maybe do really good in qualifying, such to be set them good for racing. And right now, ugh, they are looking like not only they're going to probably start in round 1, but they might have a very tough matchup if they even get out of round 1. Oh boy, that was just bad passes. They needed really, really, really good passes. They just did not get what they needed. The trucks are not used to the track compared to the Runners-Up Cup trucks. They were having not much problem on the track in comparison. All right, here we go. Bling is now ready to go as here comes Bling. Flying out onto the track. And now Bling is going to go very wide. Not the best. But managed to get across at least. Ugly landing though at the end. Alright, we wait on the times now. 12.8722 for Bling. Flying Falcon's the fastest time. And Bling got a 13.111, which right now is second place. Alright, so good for Bling, but it's not enough to beat the #1 qualifier at the moment. Number 2 at the moment. Alright, so next up is going to be Crazy. The defending freestyle champion is getting ready to go at it. Crazy, for all of you who don't know, has the longest drought of any racing winner. Despite being an elite freestyle and horrible in racing, Crazy did win a racing win in 2009. I don't know what event it was, but it won racing one time in 2009, and since then, 15 years later, it has never won racing since. So it has the longest drought of all the confirmed trucks. Hard to believe. Alright. Up, Crazy is not ready yet. We thought Crazy was ready, but he wasn't quite yet. Alright. Now Crazy is ready. And here we go. Here comes Crazy. Out on the track. Next week we'll see it try and defend his freestyle title, but right now it's going to try and do good to get a racing title potentially. Alright. Here we go. For our final jump. And there we go. Alright. So Crazy got passing. As we wait on the times. As here they are. It's a 13.1072. So Crazy right now is the #2 qualifier. How about that? Now all of a sudden they're doing better in qualifying. Oh my goodness. But of course, Flying Falcon still remains the #1 qualifier right now. Alright. I think this is now 6 trucks in, so we're now officially a quarter of the way through, and Flying Falcon still holding on. But now it's going to have a big test coming up, and that is the 2011 fastest qualifier, Blood Rage, who, remember, was the runner-up for the racing title back in 2015, the last MTWS Championship. I was about to say it was the last one, MTM2, but I forgot about 2020. But it was the last MTM2 regular season for MTWS. And Blood Rage, of course, was runner-up in 2015. And #1 qualifier in 2011. Alright, Blood Rage is now ready to go as they're off. We already saw 2 elites struggle. We'll see how another one does. Oh, good turn here by Blood Rage. Here we go to the final jump. And there we go. Ooh, that was a good pass. Will it be enough, though? As we wait on the times, Flying Falcon 12.8722 is the time to beat. And time is now in. It's a 12.5244, our new #1 qualifier. Blood Rage is #1. Blood Rage is #1 qualifier like it was 13 years ago, and trying to become one of 4 trucks. One of 3 trucks. Eruption, Outlaw, and Nitro are the only ones that have more than one #1 qualifier. And right now, it's on track to do it. Alright, next up is Outrage, who did not appear here last year, but is going to be here tonight. This year's championship, as we'll see it next week. And once Outrage is done, we officially gone through 8 trucks. So that means after this, we're going to see who's going to be knocked out of the #1, first round bye. So remember, top 8 go straight to round 2, and this is the 8th truck. So after this, we're going to finally start seeing trucks being knocked out. Alright, Outrage is ready, and here we go. Here comes Outrage. Oh, interesting turn right there. Clip the turning car. Gonna go over to jump. And there we go. As it took its pass, now we wait on the results. Alright. And Outrage got a 12.8971. That's barely edged out for 3rd place. It almost got #2. So good pass for Outrage as it's #3 right now. And for that, like I said, all the top 8 spots are filled. That means now we're going to start seeing who's going to be eliminated and going straight into round 1. Alright. So, next up is Fireball. Alright, Fireball, of course, made the semifinals, remember, in 2014. Did it? No. Did it make the finals? Make semifinals in 2024? No, I don't think so. Yeah, it did not. Although I think it made semifinals sometime recently in the championship besides 2014. But they were up. Fireball getting ready to go. Fireball didn't win as many races this year, but it won a lot of freestyle, surprisingly. Broke some long droughts, too. Alright. And here we go. Here comes Fireball. It's coming into the turn. Nice and sharp. Oh, that was a good pass, looks like. Oh, could that be a good pass, potentially? Good pass for Fireball. And now we wait on the results. Could that be enough to maybe take down Blood Rage's time of 12.5244? And it's now in. It's a 12.7863. It's number 2. Just edged out. Blood Rage is still the #1 qualifier. Fireball is number 2. And Eruption, unfortunately, is going to have to start in round 1 now. Tough scene. So, Fireball, number 2 qualifier at the moment. Alright, next up is the defending racing champion, Crazy Bull now. We're going to finally see Crazy Bull go at to try and defend its title. Despite being a well-known elite racer, runner-up to the racing title in 2009, and the defending racing champion, Crazy Bull has never gotten a #1 qualifier. Last year, it finally ended its streak, ended its curse, and got a racing win. Now I'd like to get the #1 qualifier on its resume. That would be really prestigious. But we'll see what's got. The pressure's on because next week, Crazy Bull's got to try and defend its racing title. It didn't win. It only won 1 race this year, and that was the All-Star Challenge. It did not win 1 race at all in its championship season, even though it made the finals a bunch of times. Alright, and here we go. Here comes Crazy Bull to take down Blood Rage's time. We'll see what the champion's got. I don't think that was a good turn right there for Crazy Bull. Oh, that was not good. Oh, that was not a good pass there for Crazy Bull. The pressure was too much on it as it spun out a little bit at the end. Oh, that was not good. As we wait on the times, though. Oh, that was not good at all. That was a very bad pass. Like, it just would not make the turn right and had to spin out a bit. And time is now in. It's a 13.2504 for Crazy Bull. Yikes. If this was the #1, if this was the runners-up cup, it would be second, it would be third to last. That's how bad it is. Right now, it's 7th place, so right now it is in the it's in the first round, round 2 spot, but I don't think it's going to last long as G Plunder has fallen out of the first round bye. And it's going to have to go start off in round 1. Very bad pass start off for Crazy Bull, so it looks like it might have a tough time to defend its title, but anything could go. And speaking of which, we got another big truck coming up. And that is Shatter. The truck with the best racing record this year. The points champion 2 years in a row. Was the runner-up for the freestyle title last year. And its hometown. It would love nothing more than to win its titles at home. And we'll see what's got. As here we go. Here comes Shatter. Hometown Shatter. Oh, it did not have a good turn either. Oh boy. We'll see what's got right here. Gonna go over the final jump. Yeah, it did not have a good pass. I think the trucks are under like so much pressure to take like the perfect turn that they have to like slow down, like spin out a bit, and it's costing them. Because the trucks, in order to get like the best pass, they need to have like a exact perfect lineup each time. And they are like that desperate to try and get that #1 spot. Alright, so Shatter got a 12.971 Not the best at all. That's not good. But it is 5th place right now as that knocks Prowler into round 1. So how about this for a surprise? Hang on a minute. Let's see. How many trucks have gone out now? Alright, we'll hold off a little bit. We got one more truck before I can say what I have to say. As next up is going to be Crusher. We'll see what Crusher's got. It won racing, remember, in Cincinnati. Not Cincinnati. It won racing in Reno back in October. And then it won racing in Daytona a month ago. And fine up in both of those events, it could have doubled down It fell 1 point short in Daytona Double Down, and it could have swept in Reno, but just got cucked over by Night Stalker. All right, here we go. Here comes Crusher. Let's see what's got. And he's going to go into the turn. Ooh, looking like a good turn right there, even though it might have slowed down just a little bit. And unfortunately, it did slide out, went to wide a lot at the end of their pass, so that could potentially hurt it. So we got to keep an eye on that as we now wait on the results of the time. Remember, right now, it's Blood Rage with a 12.5244 is the number one qualifier. Let's see what Crusher's got. As is now in, Crusher got 12.7126. It's your number 2 qualifier right now. Crusher is the number 2 qualifier here in the championship. And with that, I can now bring up that we are now officially halfway through qualifying. As right now, our top spots are Blood Rage, Crusher, Fireball, Flying Falcon, Outrage, Shatter, Crazy, and Bling. How about that? We have 3 elite trucks already. Eruption, E-Plunder, and Crazy Bull already eliminated. They're going to have to start off in round 1. That is insane. It's like the elite trucks are struggling out here. Oh my goodness. So, that will knock down those trucks. Crusher surprisingly got number 2 as we continue on. As we still got half a qualifying still to go. As next up is going to be the 2015 Freestyle Champion, Impala, who, remember, 2011 was the runner-up, just missed out by Power Forward. And Impala can win races. And remember, we did see it win Freestyle last time out in Detroit. So we'll see what's got in just a moment as it's getting ready to go. Would love to get a racing title back. He would love to get a freestyle win and win racing. That would be really cool for its career. As we're still waiting for Impala to get ready to go. Alright. We are now ready to go. And here we go. Here comes Impala. Flying out of Thunder Alley. It's the turn where it matters. Okay. I don't know if it had the best turn. Uh-oh! It's sliding out right there! No! It slid out when it mattered the most! It slid out! Oh, no! I wasn't so sure about that turn, but it had a horrible slide out, and that's going to cost it dearly! Another elite truck struggled in qualifying. What is up with the elites out here right now? Oh my goodness, another slide out at the absolute worst times. What is it with your trucks? When you're flooring it, you just line up straight instantly. Oh my god. As is going to be a 13.5759 for Impala. Another horrible pass. And another elite truck that's going to have to start in round 1. You can't make this up. The truck just wanted to slide out when, you know what you do? When you make a turn, instant, line up straight, and go for a jump. It's not that hard. You just instant do it. Oh, man. That's unfortunate for Impala. And remember earlier I said Impala lost its chance at being the racing champion in 2011, the Power Forward? Well, that's our next truck. As next up is Power Forward, the 2011 racing champion, who has not been having the best results in racing this year so far. So, hoping to do good here in qualifying. As Power Forward is now ready. And here we go! Power Forward time! Flying onto the track. Great turn, looks like. Here we go! See? Line up straight. It's not that hard. You just instant line up. And what a good pass that was for Power Forward. But will it be enough, though? Time to beat, remember, 12.5244 for Blood Rage. Alright, Power Forward got a 12.5623. Number 2 qualifier. Just being edged up by Blood Rage. Power Forward is number 2 on the order. Blood Rage, Power Forward, Crusher, Fireball, Flying Falcon, Outrage, Shatter, and Crazy are the top 8 right now. Oh boy. And we are now officially 14 trucks in. We got 10 more to go, people. And we got some major elites coming up in a moment. Just not quite yet. Now we're going to take a little bit of a step back and have some non-elites coming up. As next up is the Monster Razor, who, remember, is only here in the championship, honestly, because it won the first race of the season in Minneapolis. It had a terrible racing season the rest of the way, but that win gave it enough points to make the championship, like barely get in. Only its 2 wins of its career. And the other time was Tampa in 2012. Alright, the Monster Razor is ready, and here we go! As the Monster Razor flying out onto the track. Ooh, interesting turn for the Monster Razor! It's going to go wide, though. Here we go for the final jump. And I think it cost a lot with the turn right there. It, like, wouldn't straight out. Oh, that could hurt it. It looked good at first. As we wait on the time. And the time is now in. The Monster Razor got 13.1002. It just edges out as it is 8th place, kicking out Crazy to round 1. But the Monster Razor will fall to round 1 if someone beats it. But right now, the Monster Razor 8th place at the moment. Alright, next up is Polar Storm, who made the championship for the first time ever in a regular season. Not exactly sure how it did it. It didn't win anything. It had struggles throughout the year, but I guess it was just consistent enough to do good to make it here. As Polar Storms get ready to go. Alright. Polar Storm is now ready. And here we go. Here comes Polar Storm. Oh, Polar Storm's going to slide out too. Oh boy, that was not good. But at least it instantly got in the forward, unlike Ye Plunderer earlier. Terrible pass there, but Polar Storm. But I don't think anyone was really surprised there. Not a good pass, though, for Polar Storm. As we wait on the times. As it's going to be a 15.5295 for Polar Storm. As that's going to put in third to last at the moment. And we're now officially 2/3 of the way through qualifying. As we're down to our final 8. Next up is Destroyer, the Reverser King. Remember one race in Miami back in October 6th. And that race too, it beat Crazy Bull. Showing why it is the championship killer, as it's well known as well. Along with being the Cyclone King. Alright. Alright, here we go. Destroyer is ready. And here comes Destroyer. Flying out onto the track. It went a little wider than it really should have. Here we go to the final jump. And there we go as it got past. It did go wider than it really should have, so that could hurt it. But we'll see on the times. And the times are now in, as it is a 12.9222 for Destroyer. Really good, as right now, Destroyer is 7th place right now, so now Shatter is on the verge of potentially being eliminated to round 1. Oh boy! And remember, fans, we got now, coming up next, is the Gauntlet. We're going to have not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 straight elites coming out. Oh boy, this is going to be insane. Hopefully they won't struggle, so this bracket will look a lot more realistic. Alright, first up in this order is the 2009 Freestyle Champion, Mad Dog, who was the runner-up in 2010, losing to Nitro in a photo finish. Oh boy, can't wait to see what we got. 6 straight elites, as Blood Rage still leads with a 12.5 5422. And if Blood Rage gets it, it'll join Eruption, Nitro, and Outlaws, the only trucks to have multiple number 1 qualifiers, because it was number 1 qualifier back in 2011. And of course, they went one and done to eliminate in round 2. Alright, Mad Dog's ready, and here we go, here comes Mad Dog! Good turn. It went a little wide. Oh, it spun out again! It happened again! Another truck spun out right when it was lined up for a jump. I don't know what it is. Why can't they just line up straight like power forward? And all of a sudden just veered to the right there. Oh, no! It looked like a really good pass, too, and it was blown. Oh, no! Mad Dog! Like I said, the trucks, you have to instant line up perfectly. For crying out loud, it's not hard. You just instant do it. Oh, bad pass there for Mad Dog when it looked so good as it's hitting itself, going back into the pits. As the time is now in, it's a 15.09 free for Mad Dog. A big, painful blow right there. It looked like it was going to do something big, but then the truck decided, you know, I'm just going to veer to the right on my own like that. Oh, painful right there. Oh. All right, next up is the 2020 Racing Champion, Wild Ride. Wild Ride has already made... Actually, no, I was about to say it made history, because it's one of 2 trucks that made the finals 3 times in a row. Outlaw did in 2012, 2014, and 2015. And Wild Ride's been to the last 3 straight finals since 2020, 2022, 2023. So it's going to try and become the first truck to make the finals 4 consecutive times and re-gets racing titles that got in 2020. But it's got to be an elite and not struggle either, as here we go, elite number 2 coming out, Wild Ride. And it's going to turn nice and slow. Oh, it clipped the turn right there. That could hurt it. As there we go over the jump. Alright, that could hurt a little bit, clipping the turning car. But we'll see as we wait on the results. Alright, times are now in. It's a 12.8264 for Wild Ride. That's 5th place right now, so it's in the top 8 at the moment. As now Sarah's been officially knocked down to round 1 for the hometown appearance. But Blood Rage survives another truck. God, this top 8 so far is just wild. Blood Rage, Power Forward, Crusher, Fireball, Wild Ride, Flying Falcon, Outrage, and Destroyer. Oh my god, Outrage of all people is in the top 8 still. Because everyone just keeps struggling out there. Alright, next up is Thunderbolt, the 2011 and 2020 Freestyle Champion, and was the number 1 qualifier back in the first ever MTWS Championship of 2009, where of course it would go one and done racing to the eventual racing champion Outlaw. Imagine how much history would change if Thunderbolt might have just won that race. Maybe it could have had the first racing win. I mean, think of it. If it did, it would have to face Crazy, who sucked. And then the finals had to face Crazy Bull, who blew it. So Thunderbolt could have had a racing win if it didn't choke against Outlaw. That's insane, just thinking about that. Alright, Thunderbolt is ready to go. We'll see what's got. Could it become the first another truck to have consecutive? Here we go! Not consecutive, I mean multiple ones, number 1 qualifier. Alright, went a little wide at the end. That's not good. But it did pass, and now we wait on the results. I don't think it was the best time it did, but it wasn't bad either, compared to everyone else out there. Alright, Thunderbolt got a time of 12.8154. That's 5th place right now, taking over where Wild Ride is, as it's in the top 5, but still... no one's beaten Blood Rage yet, as it's close to making history. But we still got several more trucks to go. Next up is the last non-champion, and the last non-runner-up for or number 1 qualifier or anything. It's Patriot. Despite Patriot being an elite racer, it does not have a history of doing well in the championship. Never has done good in the championship, pretty much, in racing at least. And we'll see what's got out here in a moment. Down to our final 4 trucks, and Blood Rage still leads, but we got 3 elites still coming up, including multiple racing champions. Here we go. Here comes Patriot. Clip the berm a little bit. Nice safe turn. Oh boy, this could be a good pass here for Patriot. Oh boy, that was a good pass. Oh, could that be enough maybe? As we wait on the time. Blood Rage, remember, #1 qualifier, 12.5244. Patriot got a 12.6882. It's 3rd place right now. What a pass for Patriot. Just missed out. 3rd place. Probably one of the best results it's had in qualifying. Wow, now all of a sudden, #1 qualifier, I mean, the top 8 spots have been changed a lot now. Now it's Blood Rage, Power Forward, Patriot, Crusher, Fireball, Thunderbolt, Wild Ride, and Flying Falcon. It looks a lot better with Crusher being the odd one out now. And yep, Crusher. So officially now, with 3 trucks left, Blood Rage, Power Forward, Patriot, Crusher, and Fireball have officially clinched a round 2 bye. Blood Rage, Power Forward, Patriot, Crusher, and Fireball are going to be right into round 2. It's just, will they keep their spots? Or will the next 3 trucks take over, and will Thunderbolt, Wild Ride, and Flying Falcon hold on? But Blood Rage, Power Forward, Patriot, Crusher, Fireball, and Thunderbolt are guaranteed. No, Blood Rage, Power Forward, Patriot, Crusher, and Fireball are guaranteed round 2. And if Thunderbolt survives the next truck, it'll be guaranteed as well. Alright, next up, with 3 trucks left in qualifying, is Outlaw, the 5-time champion of MTWS. The only truck with 3 racing champions. Was the racing champion in 2010, 2012, and 2015. And was the #1 qualifier last year. And it fell just short of being in the racing championship when it lost to its arch rival Outlaw. But now it's going to have to go up against a truck that it beat to get its last racing title in 2015, Blood Rage. We'll see what Outlaw's got. It made the semifinals last time we saw it in Glendale, but it hasn't been having the best results in race. It's been all over the place, inconsistent this year. Alright, here we go. The pressure is on Outlaw. Here we go! Pressure is so on. Oh, what a great turn in for Outlaw. It went a little wide right there. That could be a problem, but it got a really good pass. The only problem was it went a little wide at the end right there, so I had to slow down a little bit. Oh boy. As we wait for the time. Could this be enough, fans? Here it is. Outlaw got a 12.5339. Oh, just missed out. It's #2. Blood Rage survives. Blood Rage is still the #1 qualifier. And with that... Okay, no one's secured yet. Thunderbolt, Wild Ride, Flying Falcon's already been knocked out of round 1. Wild Ride needs to survive the next 2 trucks to maintain a bye. Thunderbolt has to survive at least 1 to survive. So Outlaw is guaranteed a bye now. Next up is the only other truck to have won multiple racing titles, and that is Nitro, the racing champion of 2010 and 2022, along with the freestyle champion of 2014. And it was the #1 qualifier in 2010, 2020, and 2022. It's the only truck with 3 #1 qualifiers or more. And it could become the first truck to get 4 of them potentially. Or Blood Rage being the the fourth truck to get 2 times. Or if somehow Shadowrun stuns everyone, gets number 1 qualifier, it'll get the number 1 qualifier for the first time. But we got 2 trucks left. It's either going to be Nitro, Shadowrun, or Blood Rage number 1 qualifier. We're about the final, but first things first, we got to see how the former race champion Nitro is going to do. Here we go! Nitro! Could it break history? 4th number 1 qualifier. Cut the turn really sharp in there. It clipped the turn car, which could hurt it twice. Oh boy, here we go. Lining up for the foul jump. Oh boy, clipping the turn cars right there could have hurt it though. But despite hitting it, it still had to look like a good pass. Oh boy, it is going to be close. Oh boy. As times are now in, it's a 12.8604 for Nitro, which... Oh! Nitro just missed out of round 1! Just missed out! It's 9th place right now, so it's got to start off in round 1! Oh boy! And current bracket setup, it would face Wild Ride round 2 if it wins in round 1! Oh my goodness! We can have a rematch of 2020-2022 already in round 2! And with that, Thunderbolt survives and we'll go into round 2. It's just, will Wild Ride hold on and get that last spot, or will Shadowrun somehow snatch it up? Tough match right there for Nitro, despite still having a good time, but I wish it could have done better. Like, it was that close to getting into the top 8 spot and just missed out. Alright, we're down to our last qualifier, and it's going to be Shadowrun, the 2022 Freestyle Champion, who I think had one of the worst racing records this year. But it still has to qualify, so anything can go. It could still get it. It's either going to be Shadowrun getting the number 1 qualifier for the first time ever, or it's going to be Blood Rage getting it for the second time ever. It's going to be one of those two. All right. Shadowrun is ready, and here we go. The last qualifying match of night. Shadowrun. Oh, Shadowrun had a pretty good pass for itself. Oh boy, could this be a surprise? Oh boy, that was a good pass for Shadowrun. Oh my goodness. I don't know if it'll be enough, but that was actually a really good pass for it. As we wait. Alright, the time is now in. Shadowrun got 12.9797, which is in the middle of the pack. And with that, qualifying is over. And for the first time since 2011, Blood Rage is your number 1 qualifier in the MTWS Championship. Your number 1 qualifier in the 2024 MTWS Championship is Blood Rage, as it will join Eruption, Outlaw, and Nitro as the only trucks to win it twice. Now, the pressure is on Blood Rage though next week in racing. Will it break the curse? Since that's what happened last time in 2011, it got eliminated by Eliminator in round 2. It went one and done. Could it break the curse? We just saw Outlaw almost break it last year, with just missed out on the making the finals. I know one thing, sure. When the bracket is revealed, all the pressure is going to be on Blood Rage in the very first race. If it gets past round 2, then it has a good chance to make the championship. But it's got to get past round 2. But yep, our number 1 qualifier this year is Blood Rage with a time of 12.5244. Number 2 is the number 1 qualifier from last year, Outlaw, who just missed out on becoming only the second truck to do it consecutive times at 12.5339. And if it did get, not only would it have been consecutive times, like Nitro, it also would have tied Nitro for the most number 1 qualifiers of all time, because it was number 1 qualifier in 2015 and 2023, and it could have done it this year as well. Just missed out. Power Forward, 3rd place in qualifying. That's like one of the best results it's had in a long time in the championship. 12.5623. Patriot with a dominant performance, number 1 in 4th place in qualifying, 12.6882. How about the surprising crusher, the only surprise one here, as it's 5th place with a 12.7126, and it might have been better if it didn't slide out at the end. Then Fireball got a 12.786 free. Thunderbolt 12.8154, and then finally Wild Ride got 12.8264. I know one thing, sure, look at this bracket. Nitro, if it wins, whoever raced in round 1, it will face Wild Ride in round 2. We will have our potential 2020-2022 rematch in round 2 right off the bat. Man, it's going to suck for both of them. That means they're going to be out so early, but hey, that's how the bracket's always set up, people. That's why you got to always do good, and oof. Oh boy, if you think about it too, Eruption is last place in qualifying. So if it wins, it's going to have to face Blood Rage in round 2. And one of them's got to go out early. Oh man, the pressure's going to be even more on for Blood Rage to win, because that's got to go up against an elite racer. Oh boy, potentially. That is going to be tough. But yeah, Eruption did terrible. Ye Plunderer did terrible. Oh boy, that means Ye Plunder, if it wins, it's going to have to face Outlaw. Oh my goodness, I just realized that. Oh boy. Polar Storm did not do good. Mad Dog was 4th to last. So if I'm correct, if Mad Dog wins, he'll have to face Patriot in round 2. And then Impala have to face Crusher potentially. Prowler, Crazy Bull. Oh boy, if Crazy Bull wins, it's got to start off in round 1, and if it does win, it's gonna have to face Thunderbolt in round 2. Oh boy, a lot of pressure on the line. What's funny enough, that was the last finals we had in Glendale. Thunderbolt beating Crazy Bull. Alright, but we've done enough talking right now. We need to get the freestyle. So that wraps up qualifying here for the 2024 MTWS Championship. Blood Rage our #1 qualifier with a 12.5244. And we will see the bracket later on tonight after freestyle. So I hope you all enjoyed qualifying for the 2024 MTWS Championship, as the event will be, of course, next week. Alright, MTWS fans, it's now time for freestyle, as we get ready to go, as we take a look at the track. As you can see, what a beautiful track it is. As, of course, for freestyle, we got a couple tabletops, a huge van stack, that huge like double and such with the step up at the end, a couple bus stacks, container stack, and of course that tabletop with the backflip wall at the end, as we are getting ready to go for freestyle. And of course, starting off freestyle is going to be Crush and Run. Man, just think, if Crush and Run just won racing, it could have been a potential to sweep, and not only double down but sweep. But unfortunately for it, it blew it by not getting to win that photo finish. So we are getting ready to go in a moment for Crush and Run to go out there and see what's got. After being the #1 qualifier and falling just that close of being the racing winner here. So, as we're just waiting for Crush and Run to get ready. 16 trucks here, remember. And of course, after freestyle, we will reveal the bracket for racing for the championship next week. Alright now, MTWS fans, here we go. Time to start freestyle for the Runners-Up Cup. Here comes Crush and Run. Hey, here comes Crush and Run on the track now. As it likes to always do, show up to the crowd. I'm sure Crush and Run still doesn't feel right being here in the Runners-Up Cup. I wish it was in the championship. But that's what happens when you don't do good. As your next best option, the Runners-Up Cup. So can't wait to see what's got its debut here in the Runners-Up Cup. And it looks like line up for the bus stack. Ravens themed bus stack too. As here we go, right for the bus stack and up and over it, even though I pressed the damn button. I pressed on it, and now I'm going to go for the van stack. Nice sky wheelie off the side of it. Beautiful start there for Crush and Run. Alright, now I'm going to line up for that tabletop. Up and over it, going to land right on the cars. Beautiful sight. Alright, now for that tabletop. It's going to get that cross thread. Alright, looks like going to go back for the bus stack once again. Up and over at an odd angle. Alright, now we're going to go for that Send It Jammer off the back of it. Sky wheelie it. Looking good so far for Crush and Run. Is going to go for that tabletop. Let's step up at the end. Up, sliding out. Oh boy, here we go. For that cross thread. Nice sky wheelie gonna land right on the step up. Gonna get a slap wheel at the end. And then gonna combo it up and over the box fan. Man, one hit of another so far for Crush and Run is gonna go into a donut right in front of the bus stack. Alright, now gonna go up the bus stack on odd angle. Alright, gonna go up the double. Over the bus stack. Nice. Coming down. 22 seconds left in regulation. Here we go. As gonna get the stoppie and gonna drop it down. That's unfortunate. Alright, up and over that tabletop. That's 6 seconds left in regulation. And now gonna go for that cross thread. Look at the air off of it. Oh, sidewalk. Oh, flip it over. Gonna save it. We're now in bonus time for Crush and Run. That hit was all in regulation. Big air, gonna stuff it. Ooh, stuffed into the bus. Flip it over again and not gonna be able to save it. As that's gonna leave 16 seconds left in regulation. Alright. I mean, not regulation, in the bonus time. So now we wait on the scores for Crush and Run. As it'll start off with the lead right now, but what will it be? That was a good run too, but just flipped early. Alright, scores are now in. It's a 6-6-7-6 plus 1 bonus point. It's a 26 for Crush and Run to get things started. A 26. Alright, so next up is going to be Bone Crusher now. As Bone Crusher is up next. Give it up for Crush and Run so far in the Runners-Up Cup. It did a very good showing if you think about it. #1 qualifier, was the runner-up, almost won racing by a photo finish. And it could have maybe swept now, and it does have the lead, so it would have been sweeping at the moment. We'll see how long it lasts, but right now it is leading freestyle. Crush and Run has never won freestyle before, ever. Man, that would be something if it could do it, but man, if it did, it would be the lowest scored win in a long time in MTWS. You probably had to go all the way back to like 2009, 2010 to see a score win and run this low, and I'm not joking on that. Alright, so Bone Crusher getting ready to go. Alright. Bone Crusher, remember, was not here in the Runners-Up Cup last year. It was in the championship, but this year, it fell short. And it's probably salty about that. Alright, one truck in. Time to get back to more freestyles. Here comes Bone Crusher. Alright, here comes Bone Crusher on the track. I'm gonna go right for that crossbred. Look at the sky wheelie to get things started. Oh! Nosedive! And saved it right into the van stack. What a save that was! Oh my goodness! That was close! Oh boy, what a start for Bone Crusher! How about that announcing your presence? For the bus stack. Wheelie it. And then gonna combo it. Oh boy, into another nosedive. Just saved this. Gonna go into the bus, tabletop right there. Oh man, what a start for Bone Crusher. Gonna go for the send it jump. Over that tabletop. Watch out with the wall coming up. Ooh, that was a hard hit. And not a smart idea doing that. Should have backed up. As going back for that tabletop. Halfway through regulation. And gonna get that wheelie. Into the skill jammer. Oh, nice save. And a skill roll, I mean to say. Alright, for that stack, on top of that tabletop. Alright, now for the bus stack. And gonna clip the bus. Alright, gonna go line for the box fan this side. I don't think anyone did it yet. That was dive it. Alright, here we go for the step up, which Crush Run hit earlier. And this is where it flipped. And gonna go over the bus. Nice. Alright, 9 seconds left for Bone Crusher regulation up and over that tabletop. And go sidewall it into that tabletop. Nice air. And And gonna get another stoppage. We're now in bonus time for Bone Crusher. Cross Fred. Nice air. Alright, gonna go back for that box fan. Up and over it. Alright, so now what's Bone Crusher gonna do? Oh boy. Gonna go try and line up for the backflip. And not gonna get a clean line, but gonna drive out of it. Stuffed into the dumpster container. And it did fill the clock. Won a clean backflip, but it was a backflip still nonetheless. And what a finish. What a run by Bone Crusher, especially that start it had. Holy cow. Alright, scores are now in. It's a 7-7-7-6 plus 2 bonus points. It's a 29 for Bone Crusher and our new leader with a 29. So no freestyle win for Crush and Run. Remember, Bone Crusher won freestyle in Salt Lake City. Its first ever freestyle win, which was really insane out of an unexpected run. So Bone Crusher is your new leader. And next up is going to be Crasher. And good run start off tonight. And remember, of course, after freestyle, we will then see the racing bracket for the 2024 MTWS Championship. And then tune in next week, February 1st, the 2024 MTWS Champion will crown the champions of the 2024 season. And we will see if Crazy Bull and Crazy will defend their titles, which no truck has ever done in MTWS history. Along with, we'll see if Blood Rage can survive the curse, which it didn't do in 2011 as the #1 qualifier. Alright. Crasher is almost ready to go. Alrighty. Crasher is now ready. So back to freestyles. Here comes Crasher. Alright, here comes Crasher onto the track. That's going to go right for that crossfire with a nice sky wheelie. Up and over that van stack. Nice wheelie. Man, everyone's getting sky wheelies off of that. I don't even know if anyone hit the other side yet. Well, watch out for the side cross threads, because they could be holes that you fall off of. Up and over the box fan with a wheelie. Alright, it's now going to line up for that bus stack. And remember, that's the exact same bus stack step we used last year. And every oh, sky wheelie! Oh, bad for Crasher! And gonna go over. Oh, left 52 seconds on the clock. Over rotate right there. That sucks. As I was saying before, I was interrupted by Crasher flipping. That is the exact same bus stack step we used last year's Runners-Up Cup. And remember, like, every truck was like nosediving, front flipping off of it. I reoriented like the no-co, so that shouldn't happen. But unfortunately, Crasher flipped another way instead. Alright, scores are now in as Crasher only going to get a 16. That's unfortunate. Alright, its night is over. Next up is Damage Control. Remember, Damage Control had a... Damage Control, remember, back in Salt Lake City, the same event where Bone Crusher won his first freestyle, Damage Control won his first ever race and first ever win. That was stunning when Damage Control did that too. Absolutely stunning. Alright, as we're cleaning up the mess that Crasher left as we're getting ready to go for Damage Control. Very unfortunate end Crasher season. Alright. As we're still waiting for Damage Control to get ready. And by the way, Damage Control, another truck that last year was in the championship. It didn't make the runners, it didn't go to the Runners-Up Cup. It made the championship last time, but this year, it was not enough. And that sucks for it. as Damage Control is getting ready. Right, so back to freestyles. Here we go. Here comes Damage Control. And here comes Damage Control on the track. That's going to go for that tabletop. First time anyone hit from that side. And again, I hit the clock. I hit the clock. I hit the clock. I hit the clock. And done start. I hit. I saw my hand press on it and all that. At the same time, Damage Control went for that jump. I saw it. I pressed on it. That's now going to go for that crossfred. Oh, Skywell with a crooked angle. Gotta be careful of that crossfred. Alright, now we're going to... Oh! Bad hit right there on the side of the bus. Man, it was like a brick wall. Oh! Damage Control just got that save. Oh my goodness, that was so close. Like it was a brick wall there. My goodness. Over that bus stack. Alright, here we go for the van stack. I think it's the first time anyone hit from that side. And up and over with some big air. Alright, over that as halfway for regulation. And huge air off that crossfred. And then going to wheelie into the double. Alright, now going to go line back up for the bus stack. That double. Up and over. Going to land on that hill with that wheelie. Oh, nose dive it. Sky wheelie it. There's now... Clock wind down. Odd angled hit. 4 seconds left. And now going to go into a donut. Nice, but watch out with the edge of track and the wall coming up. Alright, up and over that. Big air. And then going to get the skywheel. Uh-oh, here we go. Going to flip it over. Ooh, what a hit on the hood. Saved it, though. And then going to combo it right back into that van stack. Oh, boy, coming down. Careful with that wheelie. Nice. Watch out, gonna smack this container. Saved it. 4 seconds left. Better hurry up. Alright, gonna go for the backflip. And that really did not work out, of course. It's just like in Cincinnati. Because the exact same setup, but it saved it, though. Alright. Damage Control did get the backflip, but it wasn't clean. Alright, as we wait on the scores. Score to beat, of course, is 29 by Bone Crusher. Scores are now in. It's a 7-6-6-7 plus 1 bonus point. It's a 27 for Damage Control. Only 1 bonus point. Wow. Feels like got a little screwed there. But it's not going to be enough. And next up is going to be Stinger. Stinger made the championship in the last several years. I think this is the first time it's competing in the Runners-Up Cup since 2014, maybe? Like, it's been a long time. Stinger fell short of making a championship. If it only had freaking Orlando on the schedule for it to win racing again, it might have survived and made to the championship, but no Orlando this year. Getting ready to go for Stinger. Made the semifinals earlier, but couldn't quite get the job done against Crusher. Crush and Run. Alright. So now here comes Stinger.
The other night I had a dream. It was a world full of kings and queens, but it was cold, dark as the night. We were the fire on the moonlit skies. We weren't divided, we were the same.
Alright, Stinger coming out. That's gonna go right for that crossfred. Nice air. Here we go for that fan stack. And again with the big sky wheelie coming down with that odd angled hit. Alright, now we're going to go up that with big air off the double nosedive it. Man, Stinger come out with some aggression. Oh, and clipped the box fan with that nosedive. Alright, as now going to go up and over that with that nosedive. And going to get that wheelie for the moment. Careful, because that's what happened to Crasher earlier. And going to wheelie it off the Send It Jammer. Alright, so now what's it going to do? Oh, I'm going to send it off of it. Cross Fred right there. Alright, now going to go back for that. Halfway through the run. Looking good so far for Stinger. Up and over the bus stack again. Just like one hit after another. And huge air once again coming down off the bus stack. That's 30 seconds left. And gonna try and get a skill move. There we go. Oh, couldn't keep it up though. Dropped it down, unfortunately. And gonna crawl up the bus stack to do some damage to it. Alright. And gonna go right back to it. Or never mind, gonna go up the side. Oh boy, here we go. Trouble, pop the tire. Save, sidewall. Oh, flip it over again. Oh, trouble still. And gonna save it. What a save by Stinger. And we're now in bonus time. Oh, this still counts towards regulation though. And into another save. What a save that was. Remember, that counts towards bonus regulation. Sky wheelie, cross Fred right on top of the bus. Beautiful hit. Oh man, what a move that was for Stinger. That's going way off the edge. Gonna go for that tabletop sideways. Oh boy. Ooh, what a hit that was. Oh! Oh, what a save that was. What a spin. Oh my goodness, what a save that was. And that is going to be it for regulation. This last hit's not going to count, unfortunately. Oh my goodness, what a move that was by Stinger as it parked right there. Crushed its Stinger and everything. Oh boy, what a run that was. Will that be enough now is the question. Man, that sidewall save had two of them out there. Scores are now in. 8, 7, 7, 7 plus 2 bonus points. It's a 31. Stingers are new leader with a 31. What a run that was. Stingers are new leader with a 31. And next up is going to be Reckless Intent. Reckless Intent is our new truck, our next truck out. It already got an upset, remember, in racing where it beat High Flying in round 1 after High Flying screwed up badly. Of course, we'll see High Flying later on. But it did win Freestyle last year, so we'd like to try and defend its win. So right now, the bar set high with a 31 from Stinger as Reckless Intent is getting ready to go. As Stinger is now going off the track.
Was a world full of kings and queens, but it was cold, dark as the night.
Okay.
We were the fire on the moonlit sky.
Waiting for Reckless Intent.
We were the same, and we were.
You're ready? Reckless Intent is ready. So here we go. Back to freestyle. Here comes Reckless Intent. Alright, Reckless Intent coming out onto the track. Alright, looks like I'll line up right for that tabletop. And we're going to go right for it, up and over it. And it's now going to go for cross Fred. Nice air off of it. Coming down. Oh, I didn't like a good hit right there. Uh-oh. Oh, boy, here we go. Ooh! Oh! Hard hit right there. Oh, popped the tire, but broke the four-link too. Yeah. Oh, that's not good. I think it only used like 16 seconds. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that was not a good hit right there for Reckless Intent, unfortunately. Ugh, very unfortunate. And the scores are now in as it's going to be an 8 for reckless intent. Yikes, that's unfortunate. Oh boy, very unfortunate end for reckless intent. And next up is going to be Night Stalker. Ugh, that's unfortunate for reckless intent to be over already. Remember, Rex 10 had a wild run last week, a few weeks ago in Detroit for the East Coast season finale, and it got, like, what was it, 29, I think? Man, it put up a great save, too. I don't know how it did it. But not tonight. What? No, it did save, but it was a costly save as it couldn't continue on. Alright. As we're just getting ready for Night Stalker. Alright. So, Night Stalker is now ready. Alright, here we go. Back to more freestyle. After that disappointment from Reckless Intent, here comes Night Stalker. Alright, here comes Night Stalker flying out on the track. Showing off. Alright, let's see what's got. To take on that 31 by Stinger. Here we go, back for that tabletop. Up and over it. Alright, here we go, line up for the box fan. Up and over it. Nice. Here we go for that tabletop. Oh boy, big air. And a huge sky wheelie coming down. And now gonna go for that bus stack and offside of the double. Held on. After getting dragged a lot. Up and over that with some big air. And gonna get that wheelie, boy. Oh, big hit on the van stack. Saved it, though. Oh, boy, I was just about to say it was a risky move, but paid off. All right, back for that tabletop. All right, so now what's it gonna do? Here we go, gonna go for that tabletop sideways. There's 28 seconds left in regulation. And takes a big hit. Oh boy, nice control at the stoppie before letting it drop down. 10 seconds left. Oh, watch out for the wall. Just avoid it. And then gonna go for the table box fan. Wheelie for the moment, and we're now in bonus time. Oh, couldn't keep it up. Alright. Oh boy, gonna go for the double. Here we go. Gonna try and clear it. And gonna clear it! How about that? What a move there by Night Stalker. Oh, gonna spin around right there! Oh boy, give me trouble! Oh! Oh! Gonna go over! Oh my, what a finish that was! Left 6 seconds left. Oh my goodness, what a flippin' finish that was for Night Stalker! Holy cow! Give it up for Night Stalker there, jeez! Alright, scores are now in. 7, 7, 7, 6 plus free bonus points. It's a 30 for Night Stalker as that puts in second place, and they are booing. Think it was too low. Man, after that wild flip, just fell short. Oh my goodness. But it was enough. And next up is going to be Locomotion. Alright, as Locomotion is getting ready to go. As we're nearing the halfway mark of the event. And Locomotion is actually going to come out the other tunnel instead. As we are getting ready for Locomotion. As it'll mark halfway through Freestyle 2 when it's done. Alright. So, of course, as we get ready for Locomotion, of course, as a tribute to Britt Allcroft, not only did Locomotion get repainted with as Thomas, but it also has a different theme tonight. Murder Train was way too inappropriate for a tribute. So, as Locomotion's painted as Thomas, we had to do a Thomas song for this event. And of course, I felt the perfect song, and of course, the very first song I ever heard from the Thomas series, and honestly might be like one of the first things I ever saw with Thomas besides Thomas in a Special Letter, because I think it was on the same VHS tape. I know the perfect theme for this. Thomas's Anthem. Alright, so, up next, our tribute to Britt Allcroft, everyone's #1 favorite tank engine, Thomas. Here comes Locomotion. And flying out onto Thunder Alley. Here comes Locomotion. As gonna shoot the smoke. Alright, what will Locomotion do in its tribute? And looks like gonna line up right for that van stack. As here we go. Up and over with an odd angled hit. And now gonna go up the bus stack. Oh, clipped it too. Alright, now gonna go for that tabletop and odd angle coming down. For the tabletop and gonna clear it. Oh, watch out with the wall coming up. Oh boy, nice save. Alright. 63 seconds left. Gonna go up the bus stack sideways. Here we go for the tabletop. Up and over with some huge air. Let's go. Oh, watch out for the bus stack coming up. Ooh, hard hit. Oh, careful. Up and over it. Beautiful crush. Wastes a lot of time, though. Man, Locomotion putting up a run for Britt. Odd angle hit. I'm going to go over that tabletop. Has 27 seconds left. Need to pick up the pace after slowing down a lot. And there we go with some huge air. And here we go with Stoppy. Oh, spun around, nice save. Let's go. Oh, odd angle to hit. Here we go. Gonna go off the side, almost into the wall. And gonna cross thread there. Let's go. And now we're gonna go for the tabletop and cross thread. Here we go into bonus time. Oh, look at that. Oh, here we go. In trouble. Oh, hard hit. Side one. Saved it. Let's go. As Locomotion going off for Britt. Oh boy, here we go. Ooh. And still going. And now here we go for the backflip this side. And gonna fail. Oh, side one gonna go over. Looks like, just like in a Special Letter, Thomas goes down that hill and smashes through those bricks. What a run by Locomotion for the tribute for Britt. Oh man, it was insane. Although, I don't know if it did quite enough though. There were a lot of moments where we're just like running into stuff and like sliding out, not doing like necessarily anything spectacular. But we'll see. Score to beat the 31. Alright, scores are now in. 8, 7, 6, 7 plus 2 bonus points. It's a 30 for Locomotion as it's third place. As there are boos out there thinking it was too low, but it was not enough. And with that, we are halfway through Freestyle. as Stinger still leads with a 31. And next up is going to be the Reverser King, Predator. Alright, Predator getting ready to go. Can't wait to see what we'll do out there, maybe in a reverse move. As we're still waiting for Predator. Don't you love OBS freezing? Ah, that was nice hearing that too, for a tribute for Brett. Alright. So now, Predator is ready. Alright, let's see if Stinger can last. As here comes the Reverser King, Predator. Alright, here comes Predator on the track. And gonna go right for the crossfred. Big air. Oh, Sky Wheelie off the side of that jump. Coming down. Alright, now gonna line for that crossfred. Here we go. Gonna go up that bus deck, clip the top of the bus. And now gonna go right back for the bus. How about that? Up it over it. And huge Sky Wheelie gonna smack hard coming down. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh! Gonna go over! Oh, he has a chance still! Saved it! Oh, what a save that was! Looked like trying to get a sidewall going, but it didn't quite work out as in planned, but got the save. Gonna go for that tabletop sideways. And sidewall for a moment. Ooh, that was not a good hit on the Van stack. Needs to pick up the pace. As, oh! Clipped the top of the box van. Alright, gonna go for that tabletop again sideways. 30 seconds left. Oh, sidewall. Oh, still keep it going. Still keep it going. Up the bus, the van stack. Let's go. And about time the vans got touched. Let's go. Alright. Oh, off the edge again. Sidewall hit. Wheelie it. Oh boy. Nice. Alright. As now gonna go for that. And we're now in bonus time. Predator still going. Odd angled hit coming down. Alright, here we go. Reversing up the van. Oh boy, here we go. Gonna flip it over. And save it. Let's go. What a save that was. Oh boy. Nice save there by Predator. Alright, so now what's it gonna do? Oh boy. It's gonna clip the side of it. The sidewall on one wheel. I mean, not sidewall. Corkscrew on one wheel. Now, not that for a unique move. Oh! Sky Wheelie up the van stack. Violent hit. Front flipping it. And gonna save it right in front of the fans. What a finish for Predator. What an insane freestyle that was for Predator. Oh boy. Will it be enough though to take on that 31 by Stinger? Oh boy. What a finish that was. Alright, scores are now in. 8, 7, 8, 8 plus free bonus points. It's a 34! Predators are new leader with a 34. Just like last time out in Glendale. Oh boy, what a run that was. As Predator is our new leader. Alright, next up is War Machine, another truck that made the championship last year, but fell short this year. Oh, man, yeah, feel bad too for War Machine, because remember, last time on Glendale, War Machine came out, it had to win freestyle to have any sort of chance at making a championship. And what does it do first thing out? It goes for the bus stack and does a massive nosedive front flip, hard hit, and ended its run right there. Oh man, that caused it its chance to make the championship because of that. I don't know what it is about some of those bus stacks. They just want to cause trucks to nosedive. No idea why. It wasn't like the bus stack grabbed or anything to cause nosedive. It just nosedived like that. And a couple trucks, I think, that night did it. And that just cost it. Alright. As War Machine getting ready. Alright. So here we go. Here comes War Machine. Alright, War Machine coming out. Had a great run, remember, in the runners-up, championship last year. It was in the top 8 in freestyle, I think. It looks like gonna go right for that send it, jump start off. And gonna get some huge air off of it. Alright, for that. Watch out, though, with the wall coming up. That was close. Up and over that. And gonna go for the van stack, and once again, big air off of it with that wheelie. Oh boy, oh no! Oh, got lucky there. And luckily, it wasn't grabble, because that would have ended War Machine right there. Oh my goodness, that was close. There we go for that stack. For that tabletop again. And there we go, some big air off of it. And nice wheelie. Clip the side of that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, what's War Machine doing? Oh, gonna try and like backflip off the side. Ooh, and gonna go over right there. Plus broke the 4-link right there, so even if it saved, it was gonna end right there. I'm not exactly sure why War Machine tried to do that. That was like a strange, risky move. Kind of reminded me of like Tom Menson World Finals 3 at the end of his championship win run. And I think left like 47 seconds left, I think it was. Very strange move that did. I don't know why it did that. That seemed very unusual. But anyways, the scores are in. 6-5, 6-6 is a 23 for War Machine. And next up is Madness. And we'll see what Madness got instead. Take on that 34 by Predator. Alright, as we get ready for Madness. As we're down to our final 6 trucks. Before we finally reveal the bracket for racing next week in the championship. Alright. Madness. Now ready. Alright. Here we go. Here comes Madness. Alright, here comes Madness flying out onto the track. Fell short of making the championship this year. And it looks like gonna line up right for that tabletop to get things started. It's right up and over it and gonna clear it with a slap wheelie at the end. Alright, so now gonna line up for that bus stack. Wide angled hit with that wheelie coming down. Alright, here we go. Oh, watch out for the wall! Gonna front flip. And, oh, couldn't save it. Oh, no, it's stalled. And that's gonna end it right there. Oh, man, what a strange flip that was. That's unfortunately gonna end Mattis's night. I lost count how much time it used. But I know it didn't use much. What a strange finish that was. Flipping right on top of the protective, on the side of the wall in the protective area. Man, I thought it was going to save it at the end. That would have been one strange save. Alright, but unfortunately, that's going to end Madness's night. And the scores are now in. It's only going to be an 18 for Madness. Which is unfortunate. Man, we've had some kind of duds out here in freestyle, but we also had some big ones, too. Alright, next up is Topsy Turvy. Alright, as Topsy Turvy made the semifinals this year, but couldn't get anything going its way. Alright. Unfortunate for Madness, but sometimes that happens. As we are getting ready for Topsy Turvy. Alright. Here we go. 5 trucks left. As here comes Topsy Turvy. Alright, here comes Topsy Turvy. Is going to go right for that cross thread to get things started with a big sky wheelie. And then going to go up the fan stack. Look at the air coming down with that wheelie. And now, here we go for that double. They're going to land right on the end of it. Couldn't clear it. But man, what a good start for Topsy Turvy. Remember, put up, I think, a 31 last time we saw it in Glendale. And once again, big sky wheelie. Careful with the back of the skill rope, extended jammer. Because remember having a crasher earlier. Alright. And gonna send it right there. Big air, 49 seconds left. Up and over that, nosedive it. And there we go, big cross thread hit. Here we go. And nice skill move, nice save. And big air once again. Has 20 seconds left in regulation. Like one hit after another. Oh my goodness, what a sky wheel it is. Oh boy, here we go. Gonna flip it over. Oh, trying to save it in a weird reverse sidewall. Oh, couldn't save it in the end. Oh, it shifted into forward to try and drive it out and forward. Unfortunately, it cost it. And I think it flipped before bonus time came in. It's no bonus points. Oh my goodness, can you imagine if it got that reverse sidewall? That's happened before in MTWS. God, remember Daisy Chain in East Road for 2022 did a reverse sidewall donut save in the mud. That was insane. Alright, so Topsy Turvy flipped early in a good run. And we'll see how much it scores to take on that 34. Alright, scores are in. 7, 8, 7, 7. It's a 29 for Topsy Turvy. Alright. Next up, the truck that won the freestyle here in the Runners-Up Cup in 2022. Total Chaos. Man, I remember after that run Total Chaos had 2 years ago, I thought it was going to have a great opportunity to make the championship in 2023, and it failed. And then it failed again this year. Just unfortunate. Alright. So, we'll see what Total Chaos has up next. As we are down to our final 4 trucks as well. Alright. Alright, here we go. Back to freestyle. To take on that 34 by Predator. Here comes Total Chaos. Alright, Total Chaos going to come out and going to send it once again. Leduc leaping off that crossfred jump. Just wait till next week when we'll see the Leduc leaps off those berms in the championship. Oh boy, that's going to be insane. For the double, big air. Watch out for the berms coming down. Oh, nosedive. Oh, careful. Held on. Gonna go up that tabletop. Alright, now going to go for that bus stack. Nice crossfred. And big air's just gonna send it. One hit after another so far for Total Chaos. Looking like how it did in 2022. Oh boy, here we go. Hard hit. Sidewalling it. And then into a skill move for the moment. And then into a wheelie. Into another sidewall. And still going. Look at that. Oh my. It's still going. Are you serious? Total Chaos. What was all that? Oh my goodness. Crossfred. Oh, I think it might have clipped the top of the bus. Oh, not a good spot. Just we're mad. Uh-oh! Okay, saved it. That was really close. Oh, a little bit off the side. Losing a lot of momentum now. Needs to pick it up. There we go for that big jump. 18 seconds left. And gonna send it off that bus stack with that wheelie. And then gonna get the stoppie. Whoa, boy! Almost was in trouble like Madness was earlier. Just saved it though. And we are now in bonus time. Gonna go for a double once again. Couldn't clear it. Odd angled hit coming down. Oh wait! Oh! Oh, nice save! Oh, let's go! Oh boy! And now gonna go for that box fan. Oh boy. Oh, I'm gonna flip on top of the bus. Oh, what a fish there by Topsy Turpy Total Chaos. And barrel roll saved it. Let's go. What a move that was. Oh my goodness. And gonna hit that just in time to get the backflip. Consecutive. What is this by Total Chaos to wrap up the run? Let's go. Oh, could that be like 5 bonus points maybe? What was Total Chaos doing out there just like 2 years ago? Oh my goodness, what a run that was. Will that be enough to take on the lead of Furry 4 by Predator? Scores are now in. 8-7-8-8 plus 5 bonus points. It's a 36, a new leader. Total Chaos with a 36, our new leader with 5 full perfect bonus points. Oh my goodness. What a run. And now next up, we just saw the winner of the Runners-Up Cup Freestyle from 2 years ago. Now we're about to see the Runners-Up Cup Freestyle winner from last year, High Flying. And oh my goodness, after what we just saw, I don't know how it's going to top that. I don't even know how anyone topped what Predator did, but someone did again, just like last time out in Glendale. Oh boy, High Flying is going to have its hands full coming up. We'll see what it's got. Oh my goodness, what a run, what a move that was. Like it did that like sidewall, the wheelie, the skill, and then oh my god, that finish at the end over the double. Alright, we're getting ready to go for High Flying. Alright, they're still waiting for high flying. Alright. Alright, high flying is now ready. Alright, MTWS fans, we continue on for our final 3 freestyles. Here comes high flying. Here comes high flying on the track. Our winner from here last year. Runner-up 2, remember, in racing. So close to getting double down potentially. What's it going to do out here tonight? It looks like it had its mind made up. It's going to go right for the fan stack to get things started. Now going to go up that bus stack. And gonna go up and over the box stand with some huge air, and it's gonna smash on top of the bus. Beautiful sight. They'll take notes. And now gonna go right back for the double big air once again, coming down with another wheelie. Up and over that. As sidewalling it into that tabletop. Oh boy, off to a good start there for high flying so far. Remind me of that wild run had in Denver 3 years ago, where it won its first ever freestyle. And gonna go back for that again, nosediving. Oh boy, hold on. And gonna get that wheelie across the track. There we go over that as well. Oh, sidewall, here we go! Saved it, let's go! Into the bus stack at an odd angle. Here we go, up and over, that was huge here once again! Oh my goodness, high flying is going nuts out there! Cross Fred, sky wheelie it. Odd angle hit, oh, sidewall again, flip it over! Oh boy, in trouble! Oh, still in trouble! Oh, could it save it? No! Oh, that's gonna hurt! Oh, that's gonna hurt, flipping right before bonus time. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, that could cause high flying. That run was insane, but no bonus points. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh my goodness. As we wait on the scores. And here they come. It's straight 8s, so it's gonna be a 32 for high flying. That's gonna put it in 3rd place. Oh, so close. But it wasn't enough. Man, if it didn't flip early, it could have had a chance, but the flip cost it. Alright, next up is the only truck that can double down. Our consecutive racing winner these last 2 years in the Runners-Up Cup. Next up is Daisy Chain. If I remember correctly too, Daisy Chain came out last in freestyle in 2022 as well, but fell short to stop Topsy in Total Chaos. And now it's going to have to do it again, this time trying to go for the double down. We're down to our final 2 truck stands. And remember to stick around because we're going to debut the bracket afterwards. So stay around after these last 2 freestyles so you can see the bracket. And then we can get ready for racing and championship in a week later. But first things first, we got to finish freestyle with 2 more trucks left to go. Alright, we'll see. We'll go for the double down. Here we go. Here comes Daisy Chain.
I was born off an old dirt road, 40-acre farm, no highway, no interstate, and I drive an old rusted out Chevrolet. The boys all rubberneck while they're out making hay.
All right, here we go. Here comes Daisy Chain. And it's going to go right for the step and crossfire to get things started with that Leduc lead. It was the runner-up like in freestyle in Syracuse. Runner-up for freestyle in Detroit. Never has been able to win freestyle yet. It won racing now 2 times its career. Trying to get a freestyle win here to double down. And it's going to go, oh boy, ooh! Oh, well, there goes that opportunity. Oh, that was an ugly hit. That's like the second time, or like I think the third time tonight we've had like a broken four-link. Ugh. It hit the bus at an odd angle and it just flipped over. Popped the tire, broke the four-link and everything. Well, that's gonna, unless the judges are really stupid. We'll see. As scores are now in, it's gonna be a 7 for Daisy Chains. That's gonna put in last place. But hey, it won racing in the Runners-Up Cup. Its second win, first truck to ever make the finals consecutive years, and the first truck to consecutively win the Runners-Up Cup. So, in the end, it still did good, even though it would have liked to have gotten the double down. Alright, so, Total Chaos has survived this far, but now there's just one truck left, and that is Venom. Remember, back a month ago, in Daytona, Venom won its first ever freestyle with that wild run where it got that huge forward momentum front flip. That was insane. And then, the next week later in Detroit, it almost won freestyle again in that tie with Daisy Chain until Impala stopped them. So, these last 2 weeks, Venom has put up some insane freestyles, yet it just fell short of making the championship. It was actually the last truck, it was 25th place. So if it did good somewhere else, it might have had just enough a chance to make it. But nope, fell short. So it's going to come down to this. Venom, remember, in 2022, was the racing runner-up when it lost to Madness in the finals. So it's going to come down to this in just a moment. It'll either be Venom winning freestyle in the Runners-Up Cup for the first time ever, and of course getting its second ever freestyle win, and third event in a row putting up an insane freestyle, or will Total Chaos hold on, win freestyle for the first time I think since, I think the last time it won was Julian last year, October 2023. I think it's the last time Total Chaos won. And oh no, it won Freestyle West Lebanon December 17th, 2023. Okay. So yeah, that's the last time Total Chaos won. It's been over a year ago. And if it wins, it'll become the first truck to ever win 2 freestyles in the Runners-Up Cup. No truck ever won multiple times in the Runners-Up Cup. Daisy Chain just did it, but now can someone do it in freestyle? We're about to find out, as we're now down to our final truck. As we'll see if it can hold on. As here we go. Here comes Venom! Alright, here we go. Here comes Venom. It's going to fly out on the track with the Duke lead. And now going to go for the band stack. And it's going to get caught with a beautiful crush on the cars coming down. Be careful, going to go for that cross, Fred. Sky wheelie it. Nice. Coming down on that one-wheel wheelie. It's going to go up the bus stack. So far, one hit after another. And for that jump, odd angle off the side a little bit. Oh, beautiful hit coming down. And it's going to go into that hill. There we go. Line up for that tabletop. Up and over it. Beautiful hit. Up and over that as well. Man, just one hit after another so far for Venom as we're past the halfway mark of regulation. Look at the air off the box fan. Let's go. Putting up a run. Maybe become an elite freestyle potentially in the future. I mean, we already saw Yeet Plunder out of nowhere became an elite racer and Venom these last few weeks. And now, gonna go for the box hand once again. 18 seconds left. Oh! Oh my goodness! What a move there by Venom! Holy cow! Oh boy! Oh, Venom's gonna go for the bus sideways! Oh, gonna land right on top of it! And gonna save it. And we're now in bonus time for Venom. What a run this has been so far. Still hasn't quite had like the insane wild factor yet that Total Chaos had, which could cost it. But it's got plenty of time still. And oh, here we go. Move right there. Oh, trouble. Oh, it's going to go over right there, unfortunately. It tried to do like a Ryan Anderson move. I know it was trying to do like a barrel roll. It almost got it, though. Almost, but just short, unfortunately. All right, but that left 10 seconds left in bonus time. It didn't really do much in bonus time. So we'll see how close it'll be. All right, the scores are now in. 8, 8, 8, 7 plus 1 bonus point. It's a 32 for Venom, and it's not going to be enough. As Total Chaos is going to win Freestyle here in the Runners-Up Cup. Total Chaos is the 2024 MTWS Runners-Up Cup Freestyle winner after it just won it 2 years ago in the 2022 version with the insane like combo it did earlier. And then what it did after when it went for the bust. No, it did a barrel roll off the double and then went for the backflip. Oh my goodness, that was just insane. A great run, and it holds on as it wins freestyle for only the third time in its existence. And it became the first truck ever to win freestyle 2 times. Alright. What a great event this was for the Runners-Up Cup once again. Congratulations to Crush and Run for being the number 1 qualifier. Congratulations to Daisy Chain defending its title as it won it again, beating Crush and Run that wild photo finish. And congratulations to Total Chaos for winning freestyle. What an awesome night it was. But of course, MTWS fans, we are not done yet. We got one more thing left, of course. And now for the moment we've been waiting for. It's time to reveal the bracket for the 2024 MTWS Championship Racing Edition. And here we go. Here is the bracket for next week. As it's going to start off with Crazy going up against Eruption, with the winner facing the number 1 qualifier, Blood Rage. Oh boy, Eruption and Blood Rage are under so much pressure there. Then it'll be Nitro versus Bling. Whoever wins will face Wild Ride. We can have a rematch of the 2020 and 2022 Racing Championship again in the championship. Insane. A pressure for Nitro and Wild Ride. Then it'll be Destroyer versus Impala, with the winner facing Crusher. And then we're going to have a huge matchup in round 1, as it's going to be Shatter going up against Mad Dog, and whoever wins will have to face Patriot. All 3 of them under so much pressure, especially Shatter in its hometown, trying to get a racing win that I predicted it would get. Horrible night so far for it. Then it'll be Shadowrun going up against Polar Storm, with the winner facing Power Forward. Then Outrage versus Prowler. Whoever wins will face Fireball. Then Flying Falcon will go up against Crazy Bull, who is beginning his title defense. And then after that, whoever wins will have to face Thunderbolt. So Crazy Bull and Thunderbolt are under immense pressure. And then finally going to wrap it up with the Monster Razor faces Ye Plunder, and whoever wins will face Outlaw. Going into the year, this wouldn't mean much. It would look like an easy race for Outlaw. Now Ye Plunder is under immense pressure, just like Outlaw. Both are under immense pressure. A lot of trucks are under pressure next week to do good. And then round 2, it'll be Blood Rage versus Crazy or Eruption, Wild Ride versus Nitro or Bling, Crusher versus Destroyer or Impala, Patriot versus Shatter or Mad Dog, Power Forward versus Shadowrun or Polar Storm, Fireball versus Outrage or Prowler, Thunderbolt versus Flying Falcon or Crazy Bull, then Outlaw will face the Monster Razor or Ye Plunder. Alright, MTWS fans, what a wild night it was. What an awesome Runners-Up Cup it was. I hope y'all enjoyed. And of course, we got also, once again, too, forgot to mention, congratulations, Blood Rage, for being the number 1 qualifier. But it's going to have a tough task coming up, especially if Eruption wins. That is going to be tough. If you're going to go one and done, that would be like the most obvious time to face a fellow elite racer. But fans, it's come down to this. Next week, February 1st, 2025, will be the 2024 MTWS Championship. Will Crush and Run defense racing title? Will Crazy defense freestyle title? Will someone else get their first or multiple of racing freestyle titles? And what are we going to do to wrap up the championship and the 15th anniversary? You will all have to find out. So tune in next week, February 1st, for the 2024 MTWS Championship. See you all next week.